Hi everyone, this is Becca from Watch Becca Plan, and today we are going to go over my planner. Right now we had stencil launches for the fall and weather stencils, which was in my previous video. Back to school season for my son. We have a lot going on right now, so my planner is a complete mess. It is papers and sticky notes and all kinds of stuff just shoved in there because I don't have time to go through it and like get everything pretty. So I'm going to show you what my planner looks like when my life is nuts. When my life is like non-stop go go go, I want to show you what it looks like. So I'm still in my personal holborn. I have everything in the pockets is the same. I did add this cute little bat that I made. I watched a video on how to fold an origami bat, and I just used a sticky note for it so he was smaller and stuck him in there. And then my stencil that I use, and then this is a card, like a date card from Elmon Paper Co. It's a freebie that she emails out, and I just stick it in there. I have some book covers too for a series I want to read the rest of. So everything else is pretty much the same. So what I have in here is I changed out I have this, it's like a personal size top loading pocket thing, and I printed out a cute little fall photo with some bears. And I have a sticky note here that has some Watch Becca Plan stuff on it. Then I have another sticky note. These are some tabs that I have that are the colors of my color code system. And then this right here is a grid note card. You can get a pack of these at Walmart for pretty inexpensive. And I have my key. I used my stencil to make this. I filmed an Instagram reel showing how I made this, if you want to see that. My color code system is red for finances, orange for home, yellow for me, green for my son, blue for health, and purple for family. And then I just have my like signifiers, bullet journal signifiers. This is from Kubo and Lucy. I found it finally and I just decided to keep it. I also filmed a reel on how I made these tabs. I just took a paper tab and used my pastel super tips and colored them in and then stuck a label to them. This first section is my finances, which I'm not going to show, but it's just some finance stuff. This second tab is my home section, which is orange. I have my cleaning trackers. I like to date mine for the month and the week, which is something that I think I'm going to release for 2025, where they have the week numbers and the month. So this is August, September, October, November, and then December. And then I have my quarterly cleaning tracker, master grocery list. This is a breadstick recipe that my son really likes, so I keep that in here so that if I need to make him breadsticks, I have it right there. This is a list of foods my son will eat. This is a service log from Peanuts Planner Co. for my car, and then for appliances, which I might take out because I don't really use. This is a monthly tracker for like pet stuff and home filters and stuff. This is a weekly one that I don't know, I'm not really using them. I might get rid of them, I don't know. This is based on, it's the different areas of my house, and it's different time spans, so daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, stuff like that. This is the tasks broken down by room. Home projects, home project, and then starts my section. I have my little Rebecca tab. This is the new Peanuts Planner Co. insert tracker. And I have inserts from when she was on Etsy and only Etsy before she launched her website. From like 5 years ago. I have so many. I used to buy them from her when she's on Etsy. It's so weird to see how far she's come. She makes really great inserts. This is just a Dollar Tree list notepad that I was trying to get all the McDonald's cups and I didn't. I only got a couple, but who cares? Future releases list. This is something I made, but Plan with B has one that's just like this, but she didn't have personal plus size. So I just made one. This is my 2024 bookshelf. These are all the books I've read so far this year. This is from my bookish agenda. It's her library hold sticky note, and I love it because it lets me keep track of the holds that I currently have at the library. This is my list, my book log. It has the number of, like, book number 1 that I've read, book number 2. So it counts the number of books, the title, the date I started, the date I finished, and then the rating. This is a Peanuts Planner Co. checklist, and I have the series that I read, because I usually read series or books that are like multiple in a series. So I keep track of it. I've gotten quite a few done already. And I have it set up so that each year is a different color. So like if I read it in 2023, like I read the Court of Thorns and Roses series in 2023, so that's green. I started the Serpent and Dove series in 2023, so that first one is green. But if I read the other 2 books in that series this year, they'll be pink. So that way I can determine, like sometimes I'll start like the first book in the series, but the second book isn't out yet until the next year. Or stuff like that. Like Onyx Storm won't be out to next year, so it will be a different color than the rest of them in that series. And then it also helps me keep track of if a book is coming, like if I read a book and I really liked it and then I know another one is coming out, I can write it in here. Like I read Assistant to the Villain, liked it, wanted to see when the next one was coming out. It came out on the 6th, so I wrote it in here with the 6th, and then when I finish it I can cross it off. But it's in here. And like future releases, like the next book in A Fate Inked in Blood is coming out in May of next year. So I have that with the date, and then when it comes to that I can cross it off in whatever colors I'm going to do for next year. But it lets me see like, oh hey, you know, I read this book, I really liked it, there's another one coming out, this is the date. So that's kind of nice. So those are all the series that I've read this year. This is an insert from Peanuts Planner Co. and I'm using it to kind of take notes on the books that I read. I don't need anything spectacular. I just need the book title, the author, the rating, the number of pages, and the date. In here I have the date it was published, but I might not do that because I have all the other information elsewhere. Like I have the ratings here. I have the start date and end date here with the rating. So like I don't really, there's not a lot I need, but I would like to take a couple little notes on the books that I read. Because sometimes I look back and when you read that many books, it gets a little jumbled sometimes. So just major plot points, stuff like that. And then here's my Pokemon Go section. I just have the content information for the current month, megas that I still need. I'm working on getting to level 42, So one of the things is I have to do every Eevee evolution, but I've already done the naming an Eevee hack. So I have to go through and do all of the individual Eevees in a certain way, which I only have a few left, thank God. But that's a tough one. This is my son's section. So this is his school day routine because he's starting back to school. And then non-school day routine. Clothing I need to get, which I still haven't done. Working on his bedroom, different toys and stuff. And then this is the weekday tracker for 2024-2025. I labeled out my codes, my like key codes for this already, so it's all set up for the school year. This was last year's at the end of the year. This is our health section, which I'm not going to show because it has our private health information, but it is me and my son's health information. And then this last one is family, and these PET stickers Roro and Lou sent to me, along with the super tip, pastel super tips. I was so happy. This is something I made with the pastel super tips, and then this is a little note my husband left me. These are some gifts I need to get for, I think, Christmas. Kids Eat Free. I was trying to figure out where Kids Eat Free, and then I have some addresses on that side. This is, these sticky notes do not want to stick here. This is my yearly section for 2024. Yearly overview, which is a freebie in my freebies folder. Yearly reoccurring tasks and events, planning routine, holidays and events, 2025, and then starts my Peanuts Planner Co. monthlies. This is the front cover, which, before I forget, I should check that off. Oh, this is my new pen, by the way. This is a Uni 1 F in pink. I got it on Amazon, but it matches the stencil that the first stencil that we made. It's kind of got that pink granite kind of vibe to it. So I just thought that was so cool. I had to have it. And I really like it as a pen. So yeah, these are the monthlies. This is this month. I just took some graph paper from a graph paper notebook I got from Walmart, a spiral one. And I took it and I cut some pages out so it'd be like a little insert for my habit tracker for the month. And then the rest of the month, I just stick sticky notes and I have webinars, all kinds of stuff. Habit tracker that I don't use. This is the Esper Soft Serve because I love Esper. This is a Kindle tarot card thing that I made. Made that. It's a freebie in my freebies folder. Weeklies. A lot of weekly stuff. Sticky notes. Everything is just conjobbled into a giant mess. Sticky notes. This was last week. I went to town with the stencil. And I used the stencil for my weather icons. I can't find a pen that doesn't bleed with the super tips. So I'm trying to figure that out. This pen that I used here didn't do too bad, so I might use that one. But this week, I used the Uniball one, and every time I tried to color it, it made it like muddy gray, and I don't like that. So, as you can see, I have the major events. I go through and plan the major things, and then I highlight them with the color of the area. So like, yellow is for me because it's Pokemon Go. Yellow, Pokemon Go. Orange is home, so anything with cleaning, trash day, stuff like that. My son's Meet the Teacher night is green. Stuff like that. So, and then I just have more weeks back here. This I used to love teddy bears when I was a little girl. It's from Toasted by Eli on Instagram, and I just loved his artwork with the bears. It's so cute. This is the Watch Backup Plan stuff. I took it out for a little while. I was trying to use a little A6 notebook, but I just need it back in here. Social media tracker, notes on different stuff. This is one of my freebies in my freebies folder. Master task list with a tab. Trying to get through stuff. Wish list. 2025 planner stuff. I think, honestly, I'm just going to stay in this. I need to make some new inserts and stuff, but I can't. 2025 planner stuff is hard for me because I've been in this planner for a year and everything works. It all works. It works well. But that need to change is so, like, potent that, like, it's hard for me. So I've been trying to list out, like, what do I need? Like, what do I need? What makes the most sense for my life? Like, A6 rings. A6 is great, but I usually don't like personal wide, A5, like that, as wide as it is tall, like more of a square. I'm more of a rectangle page kind of person. So I don't know if I'd like A6. I also, one of the main things I really like about my planner and this size is that pieces of paper can fit in here. It's not as big as like in a standard TN or an A5 notebook. It would fit, like an A5 binder, it would fit better. But then I would also be carrying around a bigger thing. So in this one, at least, it only sticks out a little bit. It fits width-wise. It's fine. And I need to have that because, like, this morning when I left to go run errands, I had, like, orders in there. I had, like, the whole back part of this thing was, like, filled with, like, orders and a letter I had to drop off to someone and, like, all this stuff just shoved in the back here that I had to, like, I had to protect it in my purse, so, like, it needed to go somewhere safe, but so, it needs to serve some functionality, too, so, I don't know. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm probably just gonna end up staying in this and just redo my inserts and stuff. I need to have either rings or discs. I can't do a bound book. I know that 100%. I cannot do, like, a Hobonichi. I would love to be able to do a week's. That would be amazing. But my brain needs change. And I can't stick with one layout that long. I know I can't. I've tried it before. And it just doesn't work for me. And instead of spending the money and wasting it on there, I just, wasting it on something like that. I'm sure I could find a use for it. But I just would rather plan out ahead of time what I know I can do. And I need something that can change. I need flexibility. So it's either rings or discs. And discs are great, but it's really hard to find covers. And I need a cover because it goes with me everywhere. So I need something that can be protected and can close. So that way it can stay, everything can still be protected and together in my purse. So discs are probably not going to be something I do. Maybe, but I don't think so. There's standard TN too, and standard TN is an option, but the tall page, it's just too tall. I've tried it before and I did like it, but and the bound books, and even though they're bound books inside of strings, it's still a bound book and I can't change things out. I can't move it around. And if you do it where you don't bind the books and you just have like unbound pages in the book, in the separate books, then you have to take the whole page out. And if you have information written on the front and you have to take out the back page or change the back page, then it's a whole thing. Anyway, it's easier for me to stay into rings or discs. And since covers are a little bit harder to come by for discs, and I already have so many personal size covers, I'm probably just going to end up staying in this. I was thinking about doing a standard TN for my journal and book log and book information, but the same things apply to that, where a journal would be fine, but a book journal, I like to take pages in and out. I like to change how I do things and track information. So it would be harder. So I don't know. I kind of think I'm just going to end up sticking everything into this book and just being good with it. Honest fiction TBR. These are just notes. Random notes. Pen tests. Stencil designs. Test pages. Some grid paper. This is one of the freebie dashboards. And then this is my reference section, or my context reference section. And then this is just some random stuff I have back here that when I moved everything around. So it used to be in my planner that I had it set up. It went notes and lists, agenda, reference. So now what I did was I switched reference and notes. So now the reference section is up here, and then the agenda section is in the middle still, and then the notes section is in the back. Because what I was finding was with the notes section being up here, it's harder to write on these pages, and so if I have to write on them at a higher frequency, which I usually do with notes, I write in my notes section more than I do my reference section. Sometimes. Usually I'm taking more notes than I am, filling in information in my reference section. It's better to have the notes section back here where it's easier to write on it than it is up here. And by the time you get to like the home section, it's not that bad. So, and also not having what I do is when I punch, I take notebook paper and I slit it. So when you have that slit up in the front, it's easier for them to come out. So being back here, it's a little safer. But yeah, so that is my planner. And then back here I have my son's school information and a list of autism webinars for the Michigan Autism Family Group. They have some really good webinars that I like to go to, so I signed up for those and I just needed to schedule them. So yeah, that's my planner. It's crazy. It's jam-packed with stuff. I have sticky notes and all kinds of stuff back here. This is what my functional planner looks like when I am crazy. It's crazy busy. All of the decorating kind of stops except for like the main things, and it needs to be like I almost like hunker down. Whatever I'm in, whatever like weekly I'm in, whatever monthly I'm in, whatever I'm doing, it just hunkers down. And then when things get a little better and it gets a little easier to do things, then we start getting creative again. But for right now, it's just hunker down mode. Hunker down and try to make it through. That's my goal. So yeah, but that's my planner, and I hope you guys liked it, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.